Imagine, if you will, a time long before the Great Pyramids pierced the Egyptian sky. Picture a world without the written word, without cities, and, not even the simple craft of pottery. In this deep and distant past, on a lonely hilltop in what is now southeastern Turkey, something truly extraordinary was built. A temple, a sanctuary, a gathering place of immense scale and complexity, rose from the Anatolian plains. Its architects were not kings or pharaohs, they were hunter-gatherers, people of the Stone Age, whose names and stories have long since turned to dust, leaving only their monumental creation behind. These colossal T-shaped pillars, some standing over 5 meters tall, were carved from limestone with astonishing skill. They're not just blank, silent stones, their surfaces teem with life, etched with intricate reliefs of scorpions, wild boars, graceful gazelles, and predatory foxes. These creatures stare out from the rock, silent witnesses to an age we can barely comprehend. They guard a secret, a purpose lost to the millennia. For 11,000 years they have stood watch, their stone eyes seeing the rise and fall of empires, their language a riddle we are only now beginning to decipher. What rituals unfolded here under the vast, star-dusted canopy of the prehistoric sky? What chants or whispers echoed among these monolithic rings? The people who built this sacred place, this cradle of humanity's dawn, created a wonder that really defies our understanding of the ancient world. They erected a cathedral of stone thousands of years before what we traditionally call civilization even began. They gathered, they carved, they worshipped, and then, in an act as mysterious as the temple's creation, they deliberately buried it all, hiding it from the world. The greatest question is not how they built it, but why they concealed it. What powerful knowledge, what profound secret was deemed so significant that it had to be sealed beneath tons of earth and debris? The whispers of Göbekli Tepe are faint, carried on the wind across millennia, speaking of a beginning we never knew we had. They invite us to look deeper, to question our own history, and to wonder what else lies sleeping, intentionally hidden, just beneath the surface of our world, waiting to be found. In the twilight of the last ice age, vast sheets of ice retreated and the Earth reawakened. Around 9,600 BCE on Potbelly Hill, ancient hunter-gatherers began a project of staggering ambition, Göbekli Tepe. With only flint and obsidian, they carved massive limestone pillars, raising them as sentinels to the sky. This was a sacred gathering place, a beacon in the prehistoric world. Here, our ancestors carved their beliefs into stone, reaching for the mysteries of existence. The creators of this ancient marvel were not farmers. Göbekli Tepe tells a different story, one where the impulse to gather, build, and worship sparked civilization itself. These hunter-gatherers were artists and visionaries, their lives woven with nature and myth. Their carvings, fox, crane, boar, are dynamic, symbolic, and sophisticated. The T-shaped pillars with carved hands and belts stand as silent guardians, reminders of a lost world where art and belief shaped the dawn of society. As the sun sets over the Heron Plain, Göbekli Tepe's ancient stones awaken beneath the twilight sky. The pillars seem to align with celestial bodies, hinting at a prehistoric observatory. The stars were their clock, their calendar, and their map, guiding migrations and marking seasons. Some researchers believe the enclosures track the rising of Sirius, the brightest star. Whether star map or sanctuary, Göbekli Tepe reflects a desire to harmonize earth and sky. The animals carved onto the pillars of Göbekli Tepe form a veritable zoo of the prehistoric world, but this is no random collection. The creatures depicted are overwhelmingly male and predominantly dangerous or cunning venomous snakes, powerful boars, scorpions, and predatory felines. There are also birds of prey like vultures and cranes, alongside sly foxes. Conspicuously absent are the gentle deer or the mighty aurochs that were the primary sources of food for these people. This suggests the carvings are not a simple menu of what they ate, but a complex tapestry of myth and fear, a lexicon of powerful spiritual symbols. Each animal likely held a distinct meaning within their belief system. Snakes, shedding their skin, often symbolize rebirth, transformation, or danger emerging from the underworld. The fox, a clever and nocturnal creature, might represent cunning and trickery. Vultures associated with death in the sky were perhaps seen as psychopomps, creatures that could travel between the earthly and spiritual realms, carrying the souls of the deceased. These were not just pictures. They were ideograms, glyphs in a symbolic language that communicated the core tenets of a lost religion, a forgotten language of ancient whispers. The sheer density and repetition of these symbols across the various enclosures suggest a coherent and widely understood mythology. This was not the work of a single artist's whim, but a codified system of belief shared by the entire community. The pillars served as sacred texts written in a language of animal forms, reminding the gathered people of their creation stories, their moral codes, and the powerful unseen forces that govern their world. Gazing upon these reliefs during a ritual, illuminated by the flickering light of torches, must have been a powerful, immersive experience. The most intriguing aspect is what this menagerie represents, a world of untamed raw nature. It is a world filled with predators and potent spirits, a world that humanity did not yet dominate. The people of Göbekli Tepe saw themselves as part of this wild tapestry, not above it. Their temple was a place to mediate their relationship with this powerful and often terrifying natural world. They carved these potent animal symbols not just to honor them, but perhaps to appease them, to harness their power, or to protect themselves from the very real dangers they represented in the world outside the sacred circle. Göbekli Tepe, often called a cathedral on a hill, stands as a testament to the social and spiritual complexity of hunter-gatherers. Nomadic bands gathered here for feasts, ceremonies, and to build these massive stone pillars, acts that united their communities. Animal bones and ancient troughs hint at grand, intoxicating festivals. The pillars and animal carvings reveal a rich mythological world. Yet the site's mysteries, its strange architecture and deliberate burial, remain unsolved. Some researchers see Göbekli Tepe not as a communal effort, but as the work of a powerful priestly class, a lost theocracy that ruled through spiritual authority. The T-shaped pillars, they argue, represent faceless priest-kings, and the enclosures were exclusive temples for secret rites. Animal symbols become cult emblems, hinting at rituals or sacrifices that reinforce the elite's power. The site, in this view, was a center of control, where a few harnessed the beliefs of the many. While there's no direct proof, no tombs or decrees, the theory persists, fueled by the site's grandeur and mystery. It suggests a missing chapter in history when mystics, not kings, ruled, and then vanished, leaving only enigmatic stones behind. Another theory claims Göbekli Tepe encodes lost astronomical knowledge, its builders mapping the stars with precision. Pillar 43, the Vulture Stone, is seen as a star map and a record of a cataclysm, possibly the younger Dryas comet impact. Symbols like the scorpion and vulture are linked to constellations, and the headless man to mass death. This transforms the site into a stone library, a warning from survivors of a global disaster. Mainstream archaeologists remain skeptical, but the idea resonates with myths of floods and cosmic destruction worldwide. It suggests our ancestors were not just worshippers, but scientists and chroniclers of the sky. Göbekli Tepe, then, could be a silent testament to a forgotten apocalypse, its message still debated today. The greatest mystery may be Göbekli Tepe's burial, an intentional, massive effort to hide the site after centuries of use. Some believe this was reverence, a ritual closure, protecting the temple by returning it to the earth. Others see fear, a new ideology burying the old, severing ties with dangerous beliefs. The most provocative idea knowledge here was too powerful, so it was deliberately hidden from future generations. The burial becomes an act of suppression, sealing away secrets, astronomical, historical, or spiritual. Göbekli Tepe is not just a temple, but a time capsule with a warning. We may have uncovered a secret meant to stay buried. Its deliberate burial adds a final, haunting layer to its enigma. Göbekli Tepe's rediscovery began in the 1990s with archaeologist Klaus Schmidt, who saw a man-made mound where others saw only a hill. Excavations revealed stunning stone circles, intricate carvings, and a site far older and more complex than anyone imagined. Radiocarbon dating placed its origins between 9,600 and 8,200 BCE, millennia before the pyramids or Stonehenge. This shattered timelines, proving hunter-gatherers could build monumental architecture. Only a fraction of the site is uncovered. Each season reveals more of this ancient puzzle. The work is a race against time, as the Earth slowly yields the secrets of a lost world. Göbekli Tepe's stones are the first lines of a story still being written. Modern technology has revolutionized our view of Göbekli Tepe. Drones and 3D mapping let us explore the site virtually, revealing its integrated complex design. Ground-penetrating radar and magnetometry have uncovered at least 15 more buried enclosures, turning the hill into a honeycomb of temples. The site is now seen as a vast, sacred mountain, not just a handful of circles. Digital maps trace the journey of each monolith from quarry to temple, even revealing an unfinished pillar still in the bedrock. These tools show only a glimpse of what remains hidden. Technology has expanded the mystery, hinting at epic chapters still buried. Göbekli Tepe's true scale and purpose may be far greater than we ever imagined. Recent finds reveal Göbekli Tepe as a place of grand feasts and ritual gatherings. Animal bones and butchery marks show large-scale celebrations, not quiet worship. Huge stone vats suggest early brewing, perhaps the world's first beer, drawing people together for ceremony. Traces of red ochre hint that the carvings were once painted, coming alive in firelight during rituals. These discoveries let us imagine the people, feasting, drinking, chanting, and forging community in the sacred rings. Göbekli Tepe was not a tomb, but a vibrant center of culture and belief. Its stones echo with the life and spirit of those who gathered there. For years, Göbekli Tepe was seen as a place of gods and symbols, strangely absent of people. But recent discoveries changed that. Archaeologists began to find human bone fragments, broken, defleshed, and mixed with animal remains. Some skulls were carved or drilled, perhaps for ritual display. This skull cult practice adds a dark, personal layer to the site's rituals. The treatment of the dead suggests complex funerary beliefs. The human element, once missing, now haunts Göbekli Tepe's stones. Göbekli Tepe stands as a monument to questions we cannot yet answer. Its stone pillars mark the boundary between our knowledge and the deep past. As we stand before them, we confront the humility of our own understanding. The stones do not offer easy answers, only echoing our questions back across millennia. Göbekli Tepe suggests that the human spirit's yearning for meaning shaped civilization itself. With most of the site still buried, the greatest discoveries are yet to come. The stone horizon recedes as we advance, always promising more, always reminding us of the vast unknown. At Göbekli Tepe, every path leads to one question: why? Why this hill, these menacing animals, these faceless pillars? Why was it all so carefully buried? Was it reverence, fear, or the concealment of a powerful secret? The true reason may be forever lost, etched in stone, buried in earth, a riddle from our most distant ancestors. Göbekli Tepe's power lies in the mystery it leaves behind. Let your thoughts wander back across time. Picture the Anatolian plain under a sky choked with stars. Hear the wind across the high plateau carrying the scent of wild herbs and ancient dust. Draw closer, chanting grows, stones vibrate with ancient voices. The final chant remains unheard, its meaning lost on the ancient breeze. Göbekli Tepe stands as a testament to mystery, its true story still waiting to be written.